Hey everybody, Jabman025 here. Today I'm taking a look at one of my older Masquerades, the Acguy, from the original Mobile Suit Gundam. Now for those of you who've been watching my reviews for a very long time, you know, well over a year ago I actually did an Acguy review, but that was one of my early reviews. I didn't think I did a very good job on it, so I decided to do a redo, a take two, so here we go, Masquerade Acguy. Now, first thing you'll notice on my particular Acguy is I used the 30th Anniversary Edition clear parts. The reason is twofold. One, I hadn't used a whole lot of clear parts on other kits. Two, this has a very neat and interesting internal frame as far as Masquerades go. I used every clear part except one. Those brown discs you see here on either side of the feet, those also came clear. I did not use those because I didn't see the purpose to using those clear parts. But everything else I used in terms of the clear part tree. Now, one neat feature about this kit is the movable sockets on the shoulder and on the hips. You can pop those out to get a little bit more movement, and you can extend the arms. You can collapse them or extend them. In the anime, the Acguy has exceedingly long extendable arms to the point of idiocy because there's no way that actually could happen, but hey, whatever. Neck, big old giant neck, lots of up and down movement. Head can go completely exorcist on you, all the way around to the back. And yeah, it's a little creepy. You can remove the top of the head, and the reason you would want to do this is the mono eye. This is on a track. You can leave that in the center and it's hooked into a couple teeth, or you can bring it up to the top and go it all the way to the back if you want. So it can slide all the way through the top of the head. You can also slide it to the side, as you see here. Now it will not go all the way to the back. This is about as far back as it will go. There's a little piece blocking it, but you can get most of it all the way around. So you can get a lot of side movement too. Bounce on this kit is really, really good considering the big old torso you have on this kit. And yes, that is just as goofy as you think it is. But hey, it's the Acguy. On the left arm, you have a torpedo arm. We've got to remember this is a underwater mobile suit, so it's going to fire torpedoes, not missiles. The inner ring is not removable. The outer ring is removable. You can remove the individual torpedoes. Getting them off, however, is very tricky. They give you these attachments to act like the Acguy is firing said torpedoes, these little clear parts that look like bubbles as the torpedoes shoot out, and that's pretty cool. And they give you 4 total, 2 short and 2 long. So if you want, you can actually fire 4 torpedoes out of there, but I just went with the 2. On the right arm, you have the claw hand. Again, you can see those in the arm on the internal frame. Is kind of the reason I use the clear parts. This is a spring-loaded mechanism. You press that little button in the center, and all the claws pop out. This is one of those things when you're building it, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So just follow the instructions, everything will turn out fine. But all 6 blades pop out, all 6 blades can be opened up. And those blades actually kind of make the Acguy look kind of badass, which is kind of surprising because most of the time this is a pretty goofy suit, but with the claws out it looks pretty cool. The legs, big bend out of the legs and the knees, excellent ankles. And yeah, it is a little top heavy though if you get a little crazy with the movement. Yes, that is also pretty goofy looking. You have movable jets on the backpack. Again, these kind of look like propellers. On the bottom of the feet, you actually have propellers, which can be moved. They don't move very easily. But you can move them if you want. Why you would ever do so, I don't know. But hey, whatever. But that looks pretty cool. You have this panel that opens up on the chest. You can flip it open, and you see the pilot sitting in there. And there's 2 seats. You can sit them in either one you want. But you flip that up, and there's a little door you can open too. If you don't want to open up the whole panel, you can just open up that little door. Your call. Now, they also give you these 3 little figures. These are the figures of the orphans of the original Mobile Suit Gundam. In one episode, they walked across an Acguy's head. And yes, Cats is among them. So, feel free to boo now. Okay, glad we got that out of our system. Moving on. The decals on this kit are pretty blah. You can see I built this kit well over a year ago and still haven't done them. I have no intention to. Decals aren't anything to write home about. And truthfully, The kit looks better without them anyway, so this is the one Master Grade I've ever built that I didn't even bother with the decals. Size comparison next to the RX-78 version 2.0. You can see he's a little bit taller, but he is a good deal wider. This is a fairly big kit. Now they give you this stand here, and on it is this little scuba guy, and they give you a little attachment there too. The scuba guy comes as completely flesh tone. I went ahead and repainted him, mainly because I wanted a little scale comparison. You can have the little scuba guy next to the Act guy. There's this little door that opens up on the Act guy's butt. This little clamp here is going to plug right into his butt so he can hang there. Yeah, I did say that. He's going to be floating there, and he looks like he's swimming along. And you have him next to the scuba guy. You can have these other attachments, these clear jets that look like bubbles coming out of the back of those propellers, and that looks pretty cool. So it can look like a big old submarine floating next to a scuba diver, and that's a pretty cool look. And the base isn't too huge either, so it doesn't take up a lot of space. Final thoughts on this kit. I'm giving this kit a big thumbs up. The clear parts in this particular case were really good because you can really see some of the neat internal frame parts on this kit. This is a really interesting internal frame, nothing like it you've ever built before because there's only one Act guy really. It's a fun kit. It's kind of a gag kit, but it's fun. It's a good addition to any collection. The Act guy isn't for everyone, but if you want one, pick it up. It gets a thumbs up from me. Well guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you found it informative. If you got any questions, please ask them. I'll answer them as best as I can. Please leave a comment. You guys know I love reading them. And thanks again for watching. You guys know I appreciate it. See you next time. Oh, and one more thing. You know what? I don't care. He's still cute. It's so cute. And he can break dance.